Guys, it's finally here. The year is 1998. The price of gas is a little bit over $1. President Bill Clinton swears he never had sexual relations with that young intern. And a little company called Google is founded in the United States. And we had rock bottom in your house. Let's go! Welcome, everyone, to Retro Review number 2 by yours truly, your very own, one and only Chitown Smark, man. We got a big one. We got a big one. We got a good show here tonight, man. Woo! How's everybody doing? Huh? Who's excited, bro? Who has their drinks ready, man? I know I do. Tonight, I'll be sipping on Jack Daniels with a splash of cranberry juice. On the rocks, of course. Of course. What do you guys think of the layout? What do you guys think of the layout? Courtesy of my guy Aaron over at Faded Art. Check my guy out, man. Man. I couldn't wait for this one, man. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Get the tunes back up. There we go. There we go. Guys, if you missed our first one, we did the 1998 Survivor Series Deadly Game Tournament. It is in the channel. You can go back and check it out at a later time if you have not already. But this one is also going to be a complete banger, man. It took me a while to watch it. It took me a while to take as many notes as I wanted to take. Then I went back and watched it again. Man, was this fun, man. Man, was this fun. Guys, as always on this channel for the month of September, if you are not aware already, your super chats and super stickers are highly appreciated, and they help us develop this channel and for it to grow. And also, it gives you your opportunity to become the moderator of the month over on JD's channel. And this one as well. As a matter of fact, I threw in a bonus. The number 1 contributor will be a moderator on this channel and JD's channel. Number 2 will be a moderator on this channel. Either way, guys. Either way. I thank you. I thank you all for your time. I thank you for hitting that thumbs up. I thank you for contributing what you can, when you can, if you can. If you cannot, what you do have to do is kick back and enjoy and chill with us, because that's what we want. My very new moderator of the month is here. Shout out to Raging Girl Gamer. She is last month's top contributor. Rage is a loyal family. Rage is a loyal member of the OTS family. We welcome you, Rage. You're our new mom. Can you handle the responsibility? It's not easy being mom around here, man. It's not easy being mom. But I know Rage got it. Man. How many of you went back and watched Rock Bottom with me? How many of you went back and said, you know what? I'm gonna go back and get a refresher. I'm gonna go back, take a stroll down memory lane. Oh, I know Guardian did. I know my man Guardian did. Shout out to the rest of my mods as well. Susan D, head of talent relations. If you have an issue with the talent or the relations, talk to my girl Susan D. Also, we have Cat Eyes, Kristen. Yeah, whatever. We don't need to talk about her, man. Do we? Any of those of you who are new, Cat Eyes is my wife. So I will proceed to bury her at any given moment that I can. Plus, she knows what pegging is. All right. Guys, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. The show starts off. WWF Rock Bottom in your house. Fun fact. This is the very last pay-per-view under the In Your House moniker before NXT relaunched it. Who you got? Who needs to be acknowledged? Who needs to be acknowledged? Oh, we got super chats already. Let's hit these super chats, man. Let's hit these super chats right now. Tony Brown with the $4.99 super chat. Tony Brown was a very close runner-up for Moderator of the Month a couple of months ago, man. Shout out to Tony Brown. He is the inspiration behind a lot of the action that we see on these wrestling shows. If you know what I mean, then you know what I mean. Some sweet booty close-ups. I mean, I think Tony Brown went back and watched Rock Bottom with us, man. And if not, we got a little bit of action on Cardiff today too as well. Thank you very much, Tony Brown. I appreciate you, bro. As always. Treehouse 2022. Salute, Jesse. 100. Salute right back to you with the $10 super chat. Treehouse, another very, very loyal day oneer. I appreciate you. Man. Guys, if I have a break throughout the show, I'll get to your super chat. If I don't, I promise. I will get to it at the end of the show. All right. Here, I want to turn this down a little bit. And in my ears, there we go. Oh, man. Rage, welcome. No pressure, Rage. No pressure. Oh, man. With a full house, man. Oh, they had Sunday Night Heat. Sunday Night Heat at Rock Bottom. I'm telling you right now, I did not go back and watch Sunday Night Heat. But maybe I should have, because apparently a lot of shit unfolded on Sunday Night Heat that would have explained some things in regards to the title match that we get. But let's get into it. It is December 13th, 1998. It's Vancouver. We have Vancouver, British Columbia for Rock Bottom. At the start of the show, we get The Rock at Planet Hollywood. The day before the show, Rock cuts a promo in front of the live crowd. He embarrassed some employee and then predicted the birth of SmackDown, basically. Everyone knows that famous promo where he pretty much said, and keep an eye out for laying the SmackDown. I think that was the Easter egg plant for the SmackDown that we know and love today. We get the WWF bumper that Attitude Era bumper, and we get a video package for the Buried Alive match. And I gotta tell you, the video package was, oh man, was it very lame. It was very lame. And I gotta tell you, that's a rarity. If anybody who knows Kevin Dunn, you know, insert JD's Kevin Dunn impression here if you would like. But if anyone knows Kevin Dunn, they know we give him shit, but we all know, and you can't argue, the guy can be a genius at his job at times, man. He can be a genius at what he does. All right. Start the show. We get something at the show that we did not get today in Cardiff. We get pyro. We get pyro at the stage. We have two big, huge Titantron-sized posters of The Rock on both sides of the entranceway. The name of the pay-per-view is Rock Bottom. We have two huge posters of The Rock holding that gorgeous WWF title. So certainly this pay-per-view is all about The Rock, right? Right? Pay-per-view is all about The Rock. How can it not be, man? You guys remember the end of Survivor Series the previous month? Well, they relived the Montreal Screwjob. Don't worry. That is the only time that they will ever relive or mention the Montreal Screwjob. Okay. I saw a sign in the crowd right around this time that said, "I love Lana." I went back and did some research. Lana was 13 years old. It's a little disturbing. I'm sure it was a different Lana. Please be a different Lana. Guys, we're at the General Motors place. It's sold out. Over 20,000 in attendance with a buy rate of 290,000 buys. Man. Compared to today's pay-per-view standards, man. We talk about that in the ratings, man. Holy moly. Holy moly. They show us the tomb and the pile of dirt for the Buried Alive match. Cole wanted to make sure he let us know that it was cold. It weighed 2 tons, and it was dirt. I mean, I don't know how Michael Cole does it or did it, but he sat there and he put that dirt over like it was the most phenomenal hill of dirt that anyone's ever seen in their lives. I mean, it was dirt. It was dirt, you know, but oh well. Cole says, in addition to a Buried Alive match, guys, in addition to this Buried Alive match, we have an injured Rock defending the WWF title against Mankind. This is where I kind of got lost. We have WWF Rock Bottom. Remember that big stage with the big posters of The Rock on each side of it? Rock Bottom, Rock at Planet Hollywood. But the promo package focused on nothing but The Undertaker and Stone Cold. The main event of this pay-per-view is Undertaker and Stone Cold. In addition to giving us Undertaker and Stone Cold, we got an injured Rock in a Mankind match somewhere in there too. Man. If you couldn't tell who the focus of that company was at that time, man, open your eyes, bruh. Open your eyes. The arena. So I'm looking at the arena in Vancouver, man, and the crowd is jacked. Remember seeing those Attitude Era crowds where all you saw were signs? All you saw were signs, man. And I got to tell you right now, Me and my wife went back and read some of those signs in the crowd. That shit wouldn't float today, bruh. That shit wouldn't float today, bruh. I'll just leave it like that. So we get our first match, man. We get our first match. We come out with Val Venis and the Godfather versus Mark Henry and D'Lo Brown. Man, I remember remember when mid-carders like this were over as fuck? Because Val Venis comes out, all of the women in the crowd go batshit crazy, man. They come out, Val Venis just makes Giannies tinkle, man. Apparently he comes out, Kevin Dunn makes it a point to make sure he focuses the camera on all of the half-dressed young women. I'm not gonna label them as anything. Those women are probably moms somewhere. Those women that were going berserk and pulling up their shirts and loving all this Val Venis stuff, somewhere they're sitting down there in the downstairs area with 3 of their kids watching TV and listening to this review. I'm not gonna call them any names. Val Venis cuts a promo. He cuts a promo before the match. Val Venis says, the Big Valboski is a lot like butter on... Hold on. The Big Valboski is a lot like butter on a pancake. You know, we both melt in the hot spot. Actually wasn't the creepiest Val Venis promo I've ever heard from him. I'm gonna be honest here. Wasn't that great, but it wasn't that creepy. You know my favorite Val Venis promo of all time? I was gonna say one of my favorites. No. I think my favorite Val Venis promo of all time, I think he was in New York. I don't know. I'm trying to remember, but he came out and he said, what did he say? He came out, I think he was New York City. He goes, New York City. And he said, I came, I saw, and then I came again. That was so good. That was so good, man. That was a good one. That was a good one, man. That was a good one. I got you, Guardian. So, Godfather comes out with what can only be described as 4 of the ugliest strippers that Vancouver has to offer. And that was the absolute nicest way I could put that. I think Tony Brown would have been disappointed because I saw 4 women, lots of fake boobs, and 0 booty meat. 0. I was a little upset. Now, don't get mad at me calling them strippers, because if you don't know, back in the day, WWF was known for going to local strip clubs and hiring the services of women to come out with the Godfather every week. True story. True story. Don't know who picked these, man, but holy man. Jerry the King Lawler and Michael Cole on commentary, by the way. And man, let me tell you guys something. If you have never watched a pay-per-view with Jerry the King Lawler with a live microphone, you're going to be in for a treat, man. Michael Cole and King begin to discuss how Val Venis and the Godfather, how they arranged their prostitution deals backstage. Guys, this is happening on your wrestling pay-per-view. Cole says, so King, do you think Val has to pay for the hoes? What are we talking about here, man? Godfather comes out to a fucking pop normally reserved for the #1 babyface in the company. Godfather comes out. Remember when he was the troll father? He would come out by himself with no hose. The crowd would boo him. He'd be like, oh yeah, that's right. Turn around, then he would bring the hose out. Then he's a babyface again. I used to love that. I don't know why. I used to pop for that all the time. So he come out with the women. Remember, these are just 4 just ugly fucking women, man. Apparently women in Vancouver are very hard to come by, because this crowd is just like, oh man, there's women. I mean, they pop big for these ugly ass fucking strippers, man. Godfather says he's in the holiday spirit. And he says he's gonna give all 4 of these ugly ass women, he didn't say that. He said, I'm gonna give all 4 of these hoes the night off, because it's the holiday season, you know? And the Godfather's in the giving mood. He told them he's gonna give them the night off, and then immediately told them that they had Val Venis for the whole night. So they got the night off, but they have to spend it fucking Val Venis, I guess. You know, imagine your boss gave you the night off somewhere. I don't know what you guys do. If you drive a bus, if you're an accountant, if you're a factory worker, whatever you do. What if your boss told you get the night off, but then you got to spend your night off doing the same shit that you do when you're working? This is just bad business practices, man. What kind of employer is the fucking Godfather over here? That's just wrong on so many levels, man. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. So Val Venis says, ladies, I'm not making this up. This is what he said. Ladies, I got the Yule log. If y'all got the fireplace. What? The fuck does that even mean, bro? What does that even mean? What kind of metaphor is that? Who wants to label that shit as a fireplace? I don't know. Somehow that got through. Mark Henry and D'Lo come out. D'Lo has Jackie and Terry Runnels by his side. Pop quiz for the chat. Who remembers the faction name of Jacqueline and Terry Runnels? Pop quiz for the chat. Now, according to Michael Cole, The Rock was injured on Sunday Night Heat earlier. Apparently, Mankind decided to attack The Rock, injured his ribs, and the championship match is now in question. Guys, we don't know if this match is even going to happen. We don't know if this match is even going to happen, bro. Spoiler alert that the match happens. All right, just so you guys know. The match happens. Oh, Eric Newton, first in the chat. PMS. Vince McMahon told Terry Runnels and Jacqueline, who, by the way, Jacqueline is by far and away the best female wrestler on the roster at this time. She's with Terry Runnels, and they're in a faction called Pretty Mean Sisters. PMS. Wow. Let's get into it. D'Lo and Val starts it off. D'Lo has the early advantage with a series of strikes that lands Val in the corner. Val comes back with a lariat and then a second lariat. Val makes attack the Godfather. Him and D'Lo square up and acknowledge that Godfather and D'Lo were in the Nation of Domination together. Who remember those days, man? I used to love the Nation of Domination, bro. I loved it. I wasn't the biggest fan of it when like Farouk and The Rock left, but yeah, man, when you had Farouk and The Rock and it wasn't Godfather, I think it was Kama. That was the Godfather. And man, that was the Nation of Domination to me, man. That's where I could see. That's where I was starting to see the charisma of The Rock just oozing out of him, man. He was already too big for this company in the late 90s. Already. Godfather works over D'Lo early on. The crowd chants, "D'Lo sucks. D'Lo sucks. D'Lo sucks." Kama Mufasa. That was it. D'Lo sucks, which made both Godfather and D'Lo stop what they were doing. These two were in the ring. They stopped what they were doing. D'Lo looked around. He was in absolute shock. Like, he was mad in the motherfucker. Like, y'all, what the fuck you mean? I suck this. He went and tagged out. He tagged out. He was mad. So he got so pissed he tagged out, went to the ring apron, then turned around and started arguing with the crowd behind him. What the fuck do you mean I suck? Who said that shit? He was mad. He was not happy about that shit. Let's see. Something very... Okay. There was a really awkward and weird exchange on commentary. And Jerry the King Lawler says the most disturbing thing I've ever heard in my life. Okay. Michael Cole says the Godfather's girls and... Oh, no, I'm sorry. He calls the Godfather's girls... Michael Cole calls the Godfather's girls ladies. He was talking about them about something. He was like, "So King, what do you think the Godfather's ladies would do if..." And King stopped him cold in his tracks. Ladies, whoa. No. Stop. They're hoes. There's no two ways about it. They're hoes. You will call them hoes, Michael Cole. Michael Cole was like, okay. All right. That was a shoot. King was not fucking playing. Stop the match. Everybody, ref, stop the match. Give me the mic. They are hoes. They are not ladies. Call them hoes. Hoes. Yes, I know there's kids watching. They're hoes. Fucking King, man. Imagine this shit on commentary in 2022. That was a shoot from Jerry Lawler, bro. And if you don't know the history of Jerry the King Lawler and the accusations and the charges that were levied against him, oh man, look up that shit, bro. Moving on. As Mark Henry and the Godfather go at it, you can see D'Lo in the corner arguing with a fan. D'Lo's in the corner. He's sitting there arguing with a fan. Why they say I suck? I'm the D'Lo they're talking about. You sure I suck? The match is still going on in the ring. D'Lo is still pissed about them chanting that he sucks. He was not happy about that shit, man. King tells us that Mark Henry fucked China the other night. Pro wrestling, bro. Pro wrestling, bro. What can I say? 1998, man. 1998. He said something about, yeah, I heard China and Mark Henry went on a date, and then the cameras went off, and then I know what really happened and everything. Basically, you're telling us that you're saying that Mark Henry fucked China. Oh no, I didn't say that. What I'm saying is, so yeah, he's saying that Mark Henry fucked China last night. Vancouver starts a "We Want Hoes" chant, which explains why they got pissed when Venis got the hoes from the Godfather instead of them. I don't know if Vancouver thought that these hoes that the Godfather had were gonna fuck all 20,000 of them. But they genuinely get mad when the Godfather gave the hoes to Venis. They booed. I'm like, what the? No! Give them to us! Yeah, he did smash Mae Young. Oh my God, dude, that's just terrible, man. That's just terrible. I remember that part. Man, if you don't remember Johnny Mae Young, man, you don't remember old school wrestling, bro. Mae Young was amazing. Just amazing. Val and the Godfather give Henry a double suplex, and Vancouver popped like The Rock was taking his fucking elbow pad off and throwing it to a naked Trish Stratus while eating at Tim Hortons. They lost their shit for a double suplex. I'm like, what are they doing? It's just a double suplex. Turns out they weren't popping for the suplex. They weren't popping for the suplex. They were popping because Jackie and Terry were over there squaring up with the hoes at ringside. Crowd got up, dude. Crowd lost their shit. I thought it was WrestleMania fucking 18 all over again. Lost their shit. Godfather comes out to check on his hose. Or maybe he came to check his hose. I don't know. One way or another. Godfather came out to check his hose. Let's go with that one. But then Jackie easily and by far, remember the best female wrestler on that roster at the time, right? She gets in the ring to help her team win. What does she do? She pulls down Val Venis's trunks and then slaps him. So fucking sad, man. Wasted talent. That's what she's doing in this match. Mark Henry with the clothesline, the big splash for the win, and King immediately thought Jackie just turned on Val. He actually forgot that Jackie came out with D-Lo. You can tell he forgot. He just have fucking King, man. Fucking King. D-Lo and Mark Henry win. Pretty decent match. Pretty decent match, man. You know, it's I remember back then in the Attitude Era, right? Where obviously Austin was over, you know, Rock was over, all your, you know, Undertaker, all your main events were over. But the mid-card guys were over, man. You guys remember when like Hardcore Holly and Crash Holly would come out and the crowd would pop? These are mid-carders, man. Everybody had something really interesting going on at the time. Like, everybody on the card, you know, it was awesome, man. It was fucking awesome. Let's see. So we cut back to Cole. We cut back to Cole interviewing Rock. He was interviewing we cut back to Cole, who was interviewing The Rock. This is back on Sunday Night Heat. And Foley comes out from behind, attacks The Rock, beats the crap out of him in the fucking skybox seating area or whatever, and just beats the shit out of him, fucks up his ribs. So now The Rock is unsure if he can compete. All right. But then Mankind comes out with his contract for this match, and somehow, some way, the show that's being run by the corporation and Vince McMahon and all this other shit, Mick Foley has a clause in his contract that says if The Rock can't compete, then he will forfeit the title to Foley. how did that get into the fucking I don't know. So Foley, as smart as he is, he goes to beat the shit out of The Rock, so that now Rock can compete and Foley can get the title. But now Foley has another plan. He has another plan. We'll circle back to that. We get Rock, Shane, and Vince. They're in the back. Vince and Shane are trying to put The Rock's mind at ease, telling The Rock, hey, don't worry about it. Chill, bruh. We're gonna take care of this Foley nonsense, man. We got you. Rock's like, what the fuck, man? I'm the corporate champ. Like, we know. Got a young babyface Shane, man. No gray. Man. Young Shane. Jerry says the most disturbing thing I've heard all night. This is gonna be a reoccurring theme, guys. Jerry says he was talking about The Rock, who was kind of worried about all this, and Shane and Vince were trying to put him at ease. And then Jerry goes, just put yourself in the hands of Mr. McMahon. You're in good hands. Ooh. That didn't age well. Match two, we get the Headbangers versus the Oddities. Man, I had to sit through this one, man. Who remembers the Oddities? Who remembers that the Oddities used to come out with the insane fucking clown posse? Because if you go back and watch this match on the network, the entrance music for the Oddities has been dubbed over from ICP's fucking copyrighted music. You know, apparently Vince didn't want to pay them for the shit, so they dubbed over it, and it's a very terrible fucking dub over, man. I hate ICP and all of the fucking music, but I would have taken their shit over the shit that they chose to dub over it. So, out with the Oddities, we get Luna Vachon, the second best female wrestler currently on this roster. She's coming out with the fucking Oddities, doing nothing. So basically, instead of this match, the Headbangers versus the Oddities, we could have gotten Jacqueline versus Luna. But that's not what we got. It's messed up. Mosh and Kurgan start off the match. Kurgan hits a sidewalk slam on Mosh. Mosh tags out. Thrasher gets in the ring and immediately calls Kurgan a big goofy bastard. And for his efforts, Kurgan did a little jig for him. Jacqueline versus Luna Vachon. Jesus Christ, dude. Let's see. King says the most disturbing thing I've heard all night. Told you. King says, now, if you're not familiar, okay. So some of you might not be familiar with some of the charges that were levied against Jerry the King Lawler. And if you do go back and check out some podcasts and some pieces that were done on him, you'll be very disturbed. But the major thing is that Jerry Lawler had an extreme interest in extremely young girls. I know of one story in particular where he had 13, 14-year-old girls in his hotel room for hours. Just these young girls were in his hotel room for hours, and then he took them shopping at the mall and bought them Taco Bell. And then when the girls told their story about what happened in that room, I'm not getting into what they said happened. I'll just tell you that they were paid off and the charges were thrown away. But King says the most disturbing thing I've heard all night. He says, "Let me get my camera. I want to take a picture of Kurgan so I can scare little kids, so I can scare little children later. Let me get my camera. I want to take a picture of Kurgan so I can scare little children later. Okay. Wow. Wow, wait a minute. You can't make this shit up, bro. You can't make this shit up. Kurgan hits a sidewalk slam on a thrash. King buries Luna for some reason on commentary. No idea why. Maybe it's because she's an adult and not a 14-year-old girl. I don't know. For some reason, he really hates Luna Vachon. Maybe because she's of age and a consenting adult. I don't know. Goga comes in, does Goga things. Cole says he has the mind of a 12-year-old. That popped Jerry big time. You know, I guess 12-year-olds and okay. Look, moving on. Headbangers did a double suplex on the Kurgan. It's a pretty standard match at this point, man. I mean, it just wasn't that good. Mosh hits a top rope Luthez press, and then the Headbangers get the win. 7 minutes. Mosh gets pushed by a fan. Oh, this is pretty interesting. Mosh gets out of the ring. He gets pushed by a fan. You know, he got close to the rail. The fan pushed him, and he turned. He tried to go kick this guy's ass, man. He had to have Tim White come out. He had to have security come out. He's getting ready to fucking murder a fan. Cut to Kevin Kelly and Dr. Tom Pritchard, who show us Austin earlier inspecting the gravesite. So Austin's out there to the pile of dirt. It's just Austin and his street clothes and the camera crew. And Austin is inspecting the grave. He's, Seems to be some dirt. There's a shovel here. Let me check out this shovel. Yep, that's a shovel. And that's the segment. That's the segment. Welcome to WWF Rock Bottom, guys. Rock Bottom is the name of the show. Rock Bottom. The Stooges are in the back kissing Vince McMahon's ass. Nothing new there. Owen Hart comes out. Owen's music hits and Vancouver loses their goddamn shit, man. Dude, Vancouver popped like the goddamn Rolling Stones were coming out. Not gonna lie, I popped too, man. Fucking Owen Hart coming out to that. Enough! It's enough! And it's time for a change! I popped for that one, man. Hometown hero. Fellow Canadian. Owen Hart. A little over 1 year removed from the Montreal Screwjob. Hometown hero. Owen Hart's coming out. Can't wait to see how he's treated in Canada. Let's check it out. Owen Hart versus the Lethal Weapon, Steve Blackman. Remember that pop that Owen Hart just came out to? Well, Steve Blackman came out to the pop of Cena versus Van Dam at ECW. Dude, Blackman came out with fucking nuclear heat. Blackman is the babyface. In case you guys did not know that. Owen Hart is the heel. Owen versus Blackman. Fantastic shit here, man. Owen starts off hot on offense. The crowd's loving it. Owen is on offense and the crowd is eating it all up. Owen chants all over the place. Fantastic. Steve Blackman takes the advantage, gets some offense in, and Vancouver gets pissed. Thought they were gonna fucking riot. The man's trying to defend himself. He's the babyface. Boo! Boo! Fuck is this guy doing? Trying to defend himself. Blackman with a picture perfect snap suplex. Boo! Surfboard stretch by Blackman. Boo! Babyface. Owen mounts a comeback. Vancouver puts their torches down and they finally start to cheer again. Owen grabs Blackman's legs to stomp him in the gut, but it looked like he was going for a sharpshooter because you got to pick up the legs. The crowd thought he was going for the sharpshooter. They lost their shit. Owen's like, bruh, I'm just kicking him in the gut, man. Relax. The crowd thought it was, here we go. Sharpshooter. No, relax. Blackman gains the advantage once again. They go to the ground, and a U.S. chant starts. Fucking Canada really hates us, don't they, man? Don't they? Owen retreats to the outside like a true hometown hero. That also pops the fans. The fans were so enamored with this. Oh man, look at him retreat like a heel. So good. They popped for that one. They loved it. King is clearly fed a line from Vince in the back. Bro. King says Owen is the only talented one in the entire Hart family. He did. He said it because I wrote it down. Owen is the only talented one in the entire Hart family. And I thought he was going to stop there, right? No, man. King goes hard in the paint, bro. How many kids do they have, Michael Cole? 30, 40, 50, 60 kids? They all suck. All of them suck but Owen. Every last one of them suck. All of them. Even the ones that were screwed last year at Survivor Series. No, he didn't say that part. Owen uses the Dragon Sleeper. Cole points out that it's the same move that the Blue Blazer uses. King says it's one big coincidence. Maybe he's right. Blackman gets the sharpshooter on Owen. The crowd was not feeling that bullshit. He put the sharpshooter on Owen. Nah, that's just not gonna fly around here, bruh. Nah. Owen escapes the sharpshooter and the ring. They fight up the ramp. They fight up the rampway as the ref starts to count. The ref starting to count him out. Blackman looks back and is like, oh shit, the ref is counting. So Blackman ran back into the ring, but Owen just leaves. Like the true hometown hero that he is. Owen Hart gets counted out. Blackman is the winner. 11 minutes. Hometown hero, Owen Hart, walked away from his hometown fans, left them there. You guys think Vince is still bitter about Montreal? No? No? I don't know. Call it a hunch. Vince is walking around in the back looking for Mick Foley. Mick is in his office. All right. Vince finds Mick in his office. It's a closet under a flight of fucking stairs. Vince goes up to it, opens it, he knocks, opens it, goes in. He goes in, they go to close the door so they can discuss business. And you can hear Mankind say, "You have something that I want." I'm assuming that's when Vince then, without hesitation, pulled his pants down and pulled out a clipboard with the NDA attached to it. Maybe. I don't know. JR wasn't there because his mom died and he was not feeling well. I was a little nervous about King having a live microphone when JR's mom died. I just knew he was going to say something fucking inappropriate, but he didn't, thank Christ. Thank Christ. Fourth match, guys, we have the Job Squad versus a little team called the Brood. Gangrel with his up-and-coming tag team who will never amount to anything called Edge and Christian. I don't know. We'll see if they make it. I don't know. In the Job Squad, we have Too Cold Scorpio Sky, aka Scorpio Sky's dad, and Hardcore Holly. Edge and Holly started off. King gets to work right away. King gets to work right away with burying Al Snow. I mean, King hates Al Snow, man. I mean, and you can tell that he hates him, man. He just buries the fucking poor guy every fucking match he can. King made a fucking life. King hated Al Snow like JBL hated Blue Meanie. Like legit. Lots of action going on in the ring, but Jerry is busy burying the fucking Job Squad. He just wants to talk about how bad the fucking Job Squad is, dude. That's all he wants to say. Michael Cole says, despite his problems, Al Snow is a wonderful mat technician. You know, right, King? You know? King says, I don't have to admit shit about Al Snow. He basically says, I'm never putting that guy over. I don't care what the fuck you say, Michael Cole. He gave him a softball, man. Like, hey, can you just put these guys over a little bit? King said, nope. Nope. All 6 men end up in the ring. Gangrel and Snow, they fight to the outside, followed by Christian, and then Scorpio Sky's dead. All right. Al Snow gives Christian head in the middle of the ring. That's what I have. What the fuck you want from me? Al Snow gives Christian head in the middle of the ring. Gangrel takes out Snow. Bob Holly takes out Gangrel. Scorpio Sky's dad gets in the ring. Goes for the top rope facing away. He goes to the top rope facing away and does a moonsault leg drop. This was the most amazing move I've seen in a long fucking time. I'm not even kidding you. This spot is worth going back and looking at. He goes to the top rope. So he goes to the top rope. Too Cold Scorpio. Not really. Scorpio Sky's dead, guys. He goes to the top rope facing away from the ring. He does a backwards moonsault, but instead of landing, body to body, he kept going overturned and then landed onto a leg drop across his fucking neck and head. That was fucking amazing, man. Too Cold Scorpio was very underrated. Edge saves the pin, hits the ropes, leaps off of Gangrel over the top rope onto Bob Holly and Snow. Scorpio drop kicks Gangrel. Christian hits the move called That Maneuver by Michael Cole, later to be known as the Unprettier. The Brood wins the match to the delight of the King because he hates the fucking Job Squad. 9 minutes. Not bad. Not bad. Like I said, the mid-card guys were over. If you don't remember the Oddities coming out and the pop they used to come out to, man. Bruh. Not bad. Let's see. So we got Mick and Vince are still working out the details of their NDA in the fucking closet under the stairs. Moving on. Match 5. We have Jeff Jarrett with Deborah versus Goldust in a strip tease match. If you guys are unfamiliar with the rules of a strip tease match, if Goldust loses the match, then Goldust has to strip. But if Goldust wins, then Deborah has to strip. Welcome to the Attitude Era, ladies and gentlemen. Deborah and Jarrett come out. King immediately goes for his raid kit that he alluded to having earlier with his binoculars and cameras and fucking rope and everything else that he fucking had in that kit, I'm sure. Let's see. So with Jarrett, if Jarrett actually wins, then Goldust has to strip, which made Jarrett finally they got Jarrett to be the #1 heel in the company. They finally got a way to get him over as a heel. Nothing else was fucking working. King asked Cole who he was rooting for, and Cole reluctantly says Goldust, probably just to avoid hearing King's shit. You know, because if you don't know this by now, King is a little bit of a homophobe. King says, well, it didn't work because it didn't work because King then said that he would move further away if Cole wanted to see Goldust strip. King said, well, if you want to see Goldust strip, man, I can't sit by you, bro. Can't be sitting by somebody that would enjoy something like that. Like, that's unacceptable. Goldust goes for an early pin. Jeff Jarrett kicks out. King says, hold him down, you idiot. Hold him down, you idiot. Let me show you how to do it. I'm pretty good at holding people down against their will. Okay, all right. All right. All right. Jarrett hits a crossbody. Goldust reverses for a close pin attempt. Cole says Deborah let out a big sigh of relief. King says, so did you. I'm beginning to worry about you, Cole. King's gaydar is just going crazy right now. King swears that Michael Cole is just flat out gay. I mean, King, he just wants to come out and just say it. He just wants to come out and say it. Jarrett hits the sleeper hold. The crowd breaks into Goldust chant. Goldust counters, goes for the pin. Jarrett kicks out. King wants the ref to count faster. At this point, I'm just thinking everyone just wants to see fucking tits, bro. The crowd, everybody just wants to see tits. Deborah gets the guitar and almost hits Jarrett, but Goldust hits the reverse suplex for the pin. The ref was busy talking to Deborah, clearly about her tits, because that's all she's good for. Goldust sets up for Shattered Dreams. Deborah gets in the ring, grabs Goldust's ass. The ref turns his attention to Deborah. Goldust goes fucking full Pat fucking McAfee on Jeff Jarrett's balls. I mean, Shattered fucking Dreams. He got a running fucking start right into Jarrett's balls. The ref missed it. He was busy looking at Deborah's tits. Jarrett rolls to the outside. The ref starts to count. Deborah gets in the ring and nails Goldust with the guitar. Jarrett gets back in the ring and he hits Goldust with the skull-crushing finale for the win. 8 minutes. Yes, Jeff Jarrett wins. So, we have to watch Goldust strip, guys. But wait. Out comes HBK without his smile. Commissioner HBK comes out. He sends Jeff Jarrett to the back to go get a cold beverage. He goes, Double J, go get yourself a cold beverage. Fantastic win. Then he tells Deborah to stay. He goes, hold on. You stay your ass right here. I want you to see something. Then he says that he was checking his WWF rule book, and it says that using a guitar would result in a disqualification. So he reverses the decision and says that Goldust wins the match. Then he says, so Deborah has to stop her grinning and take off her linen. Awesome. The crowd starts chanting, take it off. She clearly does not want to take off her fucking clothes. She gets so pissed. Shawn Michaels comes out, reverses the decision. She's throwing a fucking tantrum, man. Fucking hair fucking flinging. She's fucking pissed off. But she still has to fucking do it. The commissioner said so. So, at this moment, Deborah's frown then turns fucking upside down, and she turns this into a fucking burlesque striptease, complete with Mae Young's fucking music, bro. Complete with Mae Young's music. I mean, she's at this point, she's just all into it, almost like it was rehearsed. Shit. Shawn Michaels may have lost his smile, but he did not lose his wallet, because at this point he comes out with his wallet, takes out a fucking $100 bill, and he starts offering. No, he's not offering. He puts a $100 bill inside of Deborah's fucking breast, right there. Stop that right there. Deborah takes it out. No, take that back. I'm not done yet. She's still happy. Remember, she was upset about all this, but now she's feeling it. She's enjoying it. She's working with the crowd, man. She takes off her top. She has a bikini top on, showing her very natural boobs that are definitely not fake in any way whatsoever. Jeff Jarrett is watching in gorilla, in shock and awe by what he's seeing. The funniest part about this is when they cut to Jeff Jarrett in the back, watching in gorilla, fucking Kevin Dunn fucked up and made the shot go too wide, and you can literally see The Rock and Mankind standing in gorilla together watching this striptease. Oh fuck, we're in the shot, and then Mankind tries to move out of the way. They're in a blood feud, watching Deborah strip in the back in gorilla. Good times. Takes off her shirt, her jacket, whatever. Crowd is losing their shit. Kids are jerking off in the arena. Great times, I guess. Let's see. Her boobs are out. But then, at this point, she appears to be living a dream. They cut to Jarrett. He's in gorilla looking. You can see Owen back there too. Owen tries to get out of the shot. Then he just runs to the arena. You see a shot of Owen running to the ring to go help and stop this travesty, I guess. And they run out there, and the blue blazer goes out there and puts his robe over her, and the whole thing comes to an end. Deborah didn't get naked. Damn. Oh well. No booty meat, by the way. Where if I'm sure Tony Brown would have been mad as hell at this one, man. Deborah had all those, real boobs that were definitely not fake at all. And she just had leg ass. I mean, it was just. Man. Match number 6, guys. The New Age Outlaws. Oh, you didn't know? Versus the Boss Man and Shamrock. Attitude Era, Sam. Attitude Era. Very basic match here. If you've seen one New Age Outlaws match, guys, seriously, you've seen them all. You've seen them all. This is a very paint by the numbers fucking match from the New Age Outlaws. Boss Man and Shamrock. Boss Man and Shamrock work over Road Dogg to build to a Billy Gunn hot tag. Gunn comes in, cleans house. He hits Shamrock with the power bomb, goes for the cover. But Shawn Michaels pulls the ref out. Boss Man kills Billy Gunn and Road Dogg with a baton. Tim White gets back into the ring very, very slowly from being pulled out by Shawn Michaels. Not sure why he had to get back in. He got back in really slow and did a really slow fucking count on this pin attempt. Nobody hit Tim White. He was fine. He's slowly climbing back into the ring and counting like he got his ass kicked. Nobody touched him. Shawn pulled him out of the ring. That was it. He got back in the ring and all of a sudden he's too disoriented to count 3 easily. Not sure what the fuck happened there. Let's see. Gunn goes for a suplex on Shamrock. HBK grabs his leg. Shamrock lands on Billy Gunn, but then Gunn reverses for the 1-2-3. Outlaws retain. 17-minute match. I don't know. Not a lot going on right there, man. Not a lot going on in that one. Again, if you've seen one Outlaws match, you've seen them all. Match 7, guys. Rock versus Mankind at Rock Bottom. So, if you're not familiar with the series of matches that Rock and Mankind had around this time, it started off at the Survivor Series last month. And then they had the Rock Bottom match. Then they had an epic match on Monday Night Raw where Mankind actually won the WWF title for his very first time. That was a great moment, man. Great moment. That was the infamous line by Tony Schiavone, the put butts in seats line. Very, very awesome fucking Monday Night Raw. And then there was the epic I Quit match at the Rumble. Easily their best match ever. A lot of controversy surrounding that one. That will be our retro review number 3. WWF Royal Rumble 1999. Stay tuned for that. King tells Cole that he should smooch some hiney. Cole says that he'll do it when it's necessary. Fucking Michael Cole. Vince and Shane are in the ring to finish negotiating that NDA that they had earlier. Mick tells Vince to get on his knees. He tells Vince to get on his knees, which I'm sure that it was not what Vince had in mind when they wrote this NDA. Foley wants the truth about the Survivor Series ending. Foley wants Vince to tell the truth that with that Survivor Series ending last month, that Mick Foley never quit. Mick Foley would never say, I quit. Vince started stuttering and Vancouver called Vince an asshole. I don't know if they were calling Vince an asshole or they were just telling Mick where they wanted Mr. Sacco to go. I don't know, but Vancouver was chanting asshole. The negotiations went nowhere. We're going to get this match underway. Rock attacks from behind. We're off to the goddamn races. Rock and Foley fight to the outside. Foley slams Rock's head on the announce table after hitting him with a set of stairs. Vince grabs the mic and says if he does that shit again, he wants the ref to DQ him. Aren't those just the rules? I don't know. For the first and only time, the first time King has ever said anything that makes any sense, Cole says, McMahon is making up the rules on the fly. King says, those are just the rules, you idiot. Which is true. Which is true. If he does anything, DQ him, you know? So Rock goes to choke Mick with a cord around the neck. He's choking him around the neck. Glad it wasn't a necktie. He would have gotten fired. So Mick does a baseball slide onto the Rock. Rock lands onto the announce table. Mick goes to the second rope to go do that flying elbow from the rope onto the announce table, you know? But then Rock gets up and let me fix the damn music, man. Hold on. Why did my music go away? Let's start it over. There we go. So Mick goes to the second rope. He's going to go, leap from the rope over to the announce table with that flying elbow through the table type shit. But then Shane is holding Mick's foot, so he can't jump. And in that time, The Rock got up from the table, went to the turnbuckle, grabbed Mick, and threw him from the second rope onto the fucking floor back first. Fucking Foley bounced, dude. It was, nasty bump, man. Nasty bump. This is a little over 1 year removed from Bad Blood Hell in a Cell. So we're back to seeing Mick take these big bumps again after he took some time off from doing them before. So Rock goes on the attack. Foley realizes he's dead. I'm sorry, Rock goes to attack Foley, but then he realizes he's still dead. So he leaves him there and goes to commentary to cut a promo on commentary, basically to give Mick Foley a chance to wake up because he was still laying there dead from falling from the fucking top rope onto the floor. Foley goes after Rock behind the desk. Rock hits a DDT on a chair. Rock rolls him back into the ring, goes for the people elbow, and Vancouver loses their goddamn minds, man. Cameras flashing, people standing, people just fucking losing their shit, dude. Losing their shit. Man, remember when The Rock did the fucking people's elbow back in the 90s, man? Man, people paid tickets just to see him take off his goddamn elbow pad, man. Fucking great. Great fucking visual, man. Fucking Canadian crowds, man, they just can't be beat. Mankind goes on offense, gets some near falls. Foley does a leg drop onto The Rock's balls. Vince calls for a DQ, but Foley kills Mike Chioda. I mean, he just picked him up and fucking pile drive him, dude. Chioda's dead, not coming back. Vince tells the timekeeper to ring the damn bell. Mick Foley goes out and kills the damn timekeeper. So Foley's not having this shit. Rock nails Foley with a chair, gets him back into the ring, hits the Rock bottom, goes for the win, but forgot that Chioda was dead. Rock tells Shane to get the belt. No, get the belt. We're gonna fuck him up with this belt, man. So he tells Shane to get the belt. Rock's holding him up. Shane goes to hit Foley with the belt. Foley moves, nails the Rock. Out comes Tim White for the count because now Foley's covering the Rock. 1, 2, kick out, kick out, kick out, kick out. Foley gets Sacco on the Rock. Rock is fading. Rock is fading. Rock is out. Tim White says, ring the bell. Mankind wins. Mankind wins. Music hit. The crowd is losing their shit. Mick Foley just won his first WWF title. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Vince gets in the ring, grabs a microphone and says, cut that damn music. I said, cut the music. Yes. Mick won the match. All right. But since the WWF title can only change hands on a pinfall or submission, and since The Rock did not submit because he passed out, Mick wins the match, but Rock is still the WWF champion. He's a heel. What can I say? 13 minutes on that match. Mick Foley goes psycho. Vince is then eating psycho. Shane hits Mick with a chair. Foley no-sells that shit. He does it again. Double no-sell by Foley. Then McMahon and Shane is eating psycho. A Boss Man and Shamrock come out for the save. The Rock goes to work. They just beat Foley down. That match is over. Rock retains the WWF title. I think this dusty ending that they did here, I think this was a precursor to the title change that we got on Raw. Because it might have been something that maybe Vince was thinking about, but then said, nah, I don't know. But then you can see Vince looking at the crowd, engaging that reaction from the live crowd when they thought Mick Foley won, and they went crazy, man. So right after this, we get Rock, we get Foley, WWF title, Monday Night Raw main event. My second favorite Monday Night Raw of all time. Second favorite. My first favorite is when Kevin Owens won the Universal title for the first time when Triple H came out to help him. Yes, the Kevin Owens that fucking blocked me. Fucking. But good stuff, man. This is the stuff that wrestling memories are made of, man. This was so good. Austin versus The Undertaker. Main event. Man, guys, spoiler alert. I'm pretty sure that Austin and Undertaker have never had a fucking good match together, man. They've tried, but they just, I don't know. I've never, ever seen an Austin Undertaker match that clicked for me. I don't know what it is. So we get a video package. Austin is upset that the Undertaker and Paul Bearer tried to embalm him live on Monday Night Raw. Welcome to the Attitude Era. Austin is upset that the Undertaker and Paul Bearer tried to embalm him live on Monday Night Raw. But don't worry, Kane came out to save him from getting embalmed. And then they threw Paul Bearer face first down a sewer. This is real, guys. This was live. There were live fans outside watching. This is all one shot. They threw Paul Bearer in a sewer. Fucking poor Paul. Poor Paul. They show Austin hanging from a crucifix. They show Austin hanging from a crucifix, and then we saw a burning cross. This is all in the promo package, guys. This shit is all in the promo package. They took Austin, put him on a fucking crucifix. It was the Undertaker symbol. But that's like saying Gangrel wasn't drinking blood. He was drinking that red viscous liquid. He was fucking drinking blood. Then they put Austin on the Undertaker symbol and raised it up. They put him on a cross. They put him on a cross and raised that shit up at the top of the ramp. Monday Night Raw. Undertaker comes out for his entrance. If you have never seen an Undertaker entrance live in person, as a wrestling fan, you've missed out on everything in life, man. It is so incredible. Austin comes out to an Austin level pop. He comes out, then he continues his investigation of that gravesite from earlier. Okay, look, let me see. Pretty sure it's still dirt. That's dirt. That's a shovel. That's a hole. Check this out for a little while longer. Yep, that's a dirt. That's hole. There we go. The fight starts up the ramp, into the crowd, then back to the ring for the first time. Austin hits a Luthez press, then Fist and Fury. Very typical Stone Cold match. Austin and The Undertaker have never had a good match, man. Never, ever, ever. They fight back up the ramp to the grave. They end up fighting inside of the grave. But don't worry, good old Kevin Dunn has a camera inside of the damn grave. He put one of his bathroom hidden lipstick cameras in the grave. I don't fucking know. I don't know if Kevin Dunn has a lipstick camera for the bathrooms or not. I'm sure he does. They fight back up the rampway. Austin is blown the fuck up. He is tired. He is hands on hips tired. He is sucking wind, dude. Austin is blown the fuck up. Not to mention, after Austin's been... So, when you get pasty white Stone Cold Steve Austin in nothing but black trunks at all, nothing but black trunks, and he's fighting up and around and rolling around in a like a pile of dirt. For the most part of this match, it looked like Austin was going around there in blackface. He did, man. He did. Let's see. They end up back in the ring where Taker hits the softest choke slam in the history of professional wrestling. This was the softest fucking choke slam I've ever seen in my life, man. It looked like he was laying a baby down in bed. Let's pick you up and just lay you down. Nice and easy. He had this, I don't want to break the golden goose type feel to that chokeslam. That was god awful, man. Taker walks Austin back down the aisle to the grave. I mean, he's just walking him down the aisle. He just takes him, let's walk. I think this match exposes everything about a fucking buried alive match. They're in the ring fighting, hits a move on him, and then when he wants to put him in the grave, he has to kind of just walk him down the aisle. Let's go. Come on. He's not dragging him. He's not beating him down the aisle. They're just walking together. When they get back to the grave site, the Undertaker grabs an empty can of gas. An empty gas can. He just grabs it with him and takes it up to the grave with him. For some reason, I don't know why Undertaker grabbed this gas can. I don't know why. But you can tell it's fucking empty. And then he throws Austin into the grave. All right? Throws Austin into the grave. Then he starts to shovel some dirt into the fucking grave, right? So he's shoveling dirt into the grave. He's got a shovel in there. And while he's doing that, Austin gets out of the grave. Undertaker's like, where the fuck you going? So he put down the shovel to go over to Austin, where Austin then grabbed that empty gas can and whacked Undertaker in the head with it. He had a shovel and he put it down to go over to get whacked in the head with an empty gas can that he brought up there. Jesus Christ. Austin gets out, hits Undertaker in the head with that empty can, definitely giving him CTE. Undertaker had a shovel, but he put it down. Austin hits the stunner on Undertaker. Undertaker lands in the grave from the stunner. Austin then goes to the back. He goes to the back and he comes out with a fucking backhoe. But before he comes out with the backhoe, Undertaker gets out of the grave and hides on the other side of the fucking dirt mound with a shovel this time. Waiting for Austin to come back. While Undertaker was out of the fucking grave waiting for Austin, a big explosion hit in the grave. Boom! Out comes Kane from the grave. Everybody's like, where the fuck did he come from? Where did he come from? Michael Cole, where did he come from? They have no idea where he came from. Was he in there the whole time? We don't know. How come we don't know where he came from? Remember the fucking lipstick camera that Kevin Dunn put in the grave? They never once checked it. What is the camera for? What is the camera for? Kane gets out, beats the shit out of the Undertaker, gives him a tombstones him back into the grave. Austin comes out with his backhoe. He had a driver for the backhoe. Austin's out there directing traffic for the guy to dump the dirt into the grave. This was clearly this guy's first time ever operating this piece of machinery. He had no idea what the fuck he was doing. The referee is out there. Earl Hebner's out there watching this shit, trying to figure out when the match ends. Because they dump some dirt in. They're like, no. Earl Hebner's watching it. No, not yet. Austin said, fuck this shit. He goes back to the backhoe, comes back with a cooler full of beer. He comes back with the cooler of beer, gives one to Earl Hebner. Earl Hebner gets the beer from Austin and said, okay, now the match is over. Ring the bell. And the match ends. Austin wins. Austin wins the right to go to the Royal Rumble next month. So the match ended because Austin gave the ref a beer. Then they cut back into the grave. No signs of the Undertaker. You just see a bunch of dirt. Clearly he went back wherever Kane came out of. No one knew anything, despite there being a camera in the grave. Wow. All in all, though, not a bad pay-per-view. Not a bad pay-per-view. I'll give it 3 tacos out of 5. Not a bad show. Kind of par for the course for the Attitude Era. You know, a lot of ridiculous shit going on. A lot of Jerry the King Lawler isms. A lot of Attitude Era isms. I think Austin and Undertaker kind of brought the quality of the show down because they've just never had a great match together, man. 2 of the biggest stars of all time in the history of WWE, and put them together and the chemistry is just not there. It's just not there, man. I don't know what to say. Don't know what to say. And guys, that is the 1998 Royal Rumble. What'd you guys think, man? What'd you guys think? How many of you actually went back and watched it? You should. If you have not, you should, because it's a little bit of a breath of fresh air from the current wrestling that we look at now. It's a little bit different, outside of the box, you know. And next show we're gonna get into the 99 Royal Rumble is one of my favorites. It's one of my favorites, man. A lot of shit going on, a lot of storytelling, a lot of action going on in that pay-per-view, and we're gonna cover that one on retro review number 3. Probably do it in the next month or so, man. Guys, that is our show. Thank you for spending a little bit of your Saturday evening hanging out with us, man. Going over some of the old school stuff. I see that I freaked out somebody's wife in the chat. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I mean, what do you want me to say? That's fucking Attitude Era, bro. This shit happens. This shit happens in the Attitude Era and only in the Attitude Era. So, guys, that is the show. Thank you for joining me. Join us again this Monday for our Dark Watch Along. Also, tomorrow night, I will be on JD's channel for the All Out review. That should be a long one at the very fucking least. Jesus Christ, man. Guys, it's been one. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate every last single one of you, man. Kids jerking off. Yeah, pretty much, man. They thought they were going to see tits. Tomorrow night, JD's channel. See you then. Peace.